Hey everybody, so I was just getting ready to sit down to edit a different video, and I saw this TikTok that said DBD hot takes that get progressively hotter, 10 to 100%, as an iridescent player. I don't know if the OP of this post knows that being an iridescent player doesn't really mean much, but I just wanted to go through them and kind of react to them as somebody with almost 3K hours in the game at this point, and I hope I'm doing this mobile recording thing right. So yeah, so let me do. There's a clear mode on this, I believe, or not. Isn't there normally a clear mode? Whatever. Okay, so 10%. The only thing more boring than friendly killers is killers that pretend to be friendly. I kind of agree with this. I kind of agree with this one. I think that, like, realistically, like, honestly, like 100% honest with you, bro, I fucking hate friendly killers when I'm a survivor. Like, not like, oh, I killed 3 of you, last one gets hatch or last one gets gate or something. I'm talking about killers that, like, just stand there and, like, want you to tap a gen when they kick it, tap a gen, and then they kick it, tap a gen. I hate that shit. I'd rather just play the game. I would rather die in 3 minutes from getting hard tunneled than be against a friendly killer. But what's even worse is killers that pretend to be friendly just to come out in the end game with some bullshit. Yeah, I agree. 20%. Skill checks should be implemented more often rather than relying on luck, specifically bear traps, unhooking. It shouldn't just be random luck. I agree with this one mostly. I don't know about unhooking. I'm guessing they mean like unhooking yourself should have like skill checks in it. I don't know about that one. That one should probably be random luck. But I have said for a long time that every single thing that a killer interacts with should have skill checks. You know, plague fountains, trapper bear traps, even like the singularity boxes, stuff like that. Like if a survivor has to progress a bar to interact with something, I think that it should have a skill check. 30%. Perks like Lightborn shouldn't exist. It's not fair that the killer can use perks that make equipment completely useless, especially as they can see the equipment the survivors are bringing. I will only agree with this when they give me the option to darken flashlights. Because until then, my photosensitivity cannot handle flashlight brightness. After that, though, I don't know. What would you do with Lightborn? Like, I guess you could do, like, maybe it takes longer to blind or something like that might be interesting. But until they allow us the ability to darken flashlights, I don't agree with these. 40%. It would be cooler if survivors had altruistic attributes and maybe an ability but have less perks instead of every survivor being generic and just a skin. I think it's too late in the game for that. I think it's way too late in the game's lifespan for that. That would have had to be something that was done in the beginning, and the game should have been built around the concept. I've seen this before, and Otz even did like a little commentary on this kind of concept. I don't know about like an ability. I don't know about that one, but I think that altruistic attributes would be interesting if it were not for the fact that we're just so late in the game cycle. And then also you got to think, like, there is only so much that you can give a survivor before you run out of ideas and you'd have to just start recycling, because there's not as many attributes that can be applied in the game as you think. And also it would make survivors even more pay to win than some of them currently are, because some perks need to be used. So yeah, I don't agree with this one. 50%. Playing ugly killers, what the fuck, should be a bannable offense, or the killers should just be nerfed in the ground. I don't want to see that on my screen. I think this is just trolling. I think you're trolling me. 60%. If you're constantly trying to save teammates by blinding the killer, body blocking, etc., then you cannot complain about being tunneled. It's completely justified in that situation. I'll do you one better. 99% of the time, complaining about being tunneled is stupid. 99% of the time. It's stupid. It's just dumb. The killer's playing to win. Suck it up. Like, while you're in the game, fine. But, like, after you're out of the game, you need to just suck it up. 70%. Survivors who abandon teammates or don't participate in helping the team should be penalized more severely and receive sanctions. Obviously, sometimes it's a lost cause, but I save randoms too often and then they'll just go and leave me. You mean survivors that, like, when you say abandoned teammates, do you mean ones that, like, leave out of the gates when you're on hook? I don't know about penalizing that. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking awful. I hate it. But, like, I think you don't participate in helping the team. I agree with, right? If you're just crouched in a corner all match, not doing generators, not going for saves, whatever, then yeah, I agree with that. But, like, you can't punish people for, like, leaving while you're on hook or something like that. 80%. Complaining about tunneling proves that people will complain about anything, even unprovoked. It can be a logical and effective strategy for some people. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The amount of times in this game that people complain because the other side is just trying to win is absurd. 90%. The game would be much better if it was made to be more engaging. Make the maps more atmospheric, increase the fear factor, add jump scares, implement more challenges for survivors, increase environment interaction. The game is too easy. Okay. The game is too easy until it's not. I'm never going to miss a skill check if I can be bothered. But if I'm last alive and the killer's looking at me, there's nothing I can do. Dude, I'm so, like, half and half on this one, right? Like, I agree making it more engaging, more environmental things in each map would make the maps more dynamic and feel a lot cooler, I think. I think JRM one time said that the snowmans, the snowmen from the winter event, the ability to hide in them and stuff should be on, like, every Ormond map. Like, Ormond and the Salt Lake Mine, because they're both snowy, should have, like, snowmen. I think that'd be cool. I think if each map had, like, unique ways to hide from the killer would be, like, really cool. But I think that, like the last sentence here, right? If I'm last alive and the killer's looking at me, there's nothing I can do. Yeah. That should be the case. If the killer is successfully killed your entire team and you're in the killer's vision and hatch is already closed, then yeah, fuck you. Like, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, I do agree that there could probably be a bit more, but this game is already so complicated in terms of knowledge checks that, like, it's damn near impenetrable to new players. So I think that this is a take that's said by somebody who has a little bit too much experience in the game, and you don't realize exactly, like, how much you're, you don't realize exactly, like, how much you're kind of fucking this, you know what I mean? And then finally, 100%. I know it's got to be an optical illusion, but I'd put money on the fact that bigger survivors are slower than smaller survivors. It's definitely an optical illusion. The reason it feels that way is because of the animations of the vaults, and the running animation as well. I know this seems weird to say, but like, perception is reality, right? So when you're running, when you're, like, doing this, right? Female survivors, which are typically the smaller ones, have, like, a quicker arm movement, and so they look like they're moving faster, whereas the male skeleton has a slower arm movement, and so it's gonna look stupid, right? But I want you to, like, I'm not going anywhere, but what looks faster, right? Or, right? So it's not the size technically, it's the animations, and that's why a lot of like high level survivor players prefer female skeletons, just because of the illusion of speed and nimbleness. But yeah. So yeah, that was all this person's hot takes. Hopefully the screen recording is good. and hopefully I didn't fuck anything up too bad. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little trip into DBD TikTok. Maybe one day I'll do a flats type of deal. Maybe one day I'll do a flats type of deal where I like have people submit TikToks for me to react to for DBD or something like that. I think that might be kind of funny. Like that would be cool, actually. That would be cool. Anyway, yeah. As always, great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. You want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, than please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.